part of the conflict that possible violates the international humanitarian. So hindi namin ginagawa yun. So mamaya si Atty. Cheo may highlight on that part.
In hard to reach areas because of their presence. Because there are so many volunteers and staff of the PRC. Bakit po tayo nandito? We need your help to be able to carry out our work. We hope that you could understand what our role is, what our mandate is, our activities, and also our limitations. It's important that we work together so that there's greater acceptance of our activities, our work, and the PRC's work, so that when we are accepted, there's greater safety, there's better safety for our colleagues, for our members of the PRC, so that we can also conduct independent assessment of humanitarian concerns, especially in cases affected by armed conflicts. And this is important for us to be able to conduct confidential dialogues with people who are affected and also with parties to the conflict. And, you know, through your help, we hopefully would be able to have greater support from the community, from arms bearers, for all of our activities and humanitarian response. Do you have any questions? May tanong po tungkol sa na-discuss namin?
This is about visits to jails, your assistance to persons deprived of liberty, persons. May I know, kaano karami yung natutulungan natin ng ICRC? In particular, in Cotabato City, where there are the detention facilities is a bit crowded, no? So, ilan mo natutulungan? Isa, dalawa, 10? Just,
Yes, maraming salamat sa tanong. Meron din pa rin kasi na merong mga registered under ICRC na kami directly ang tumutulong. Meron din mga normal detainees na through Philippine Red Cross yung nila yung support ng family visit. So for us sa Cotabato, meron tayong more than 10 na arrested in relation sa armed conflict na registered under ICRC na tinutulungan natin through family visit program, and the rest, the normal detainees po, meron din po family visit through the Philippine Red Cross.
Sir, just to add on to that naman, in the past we've had like projects like, for example, water and sanitation projects in various detention facilities. For example, like improvement of water systems so that detainees can have access to clean water, they can have better hygiene in their jails. If you want po, meron po kaming numbers, specific numbers about the people we have, especially in detention facilities, in our facts and figures, in different places po, nakasulat po dun yung mga numbers of beneficiaries.
Good morning again. Follow up dun sa question niya kasi, although you have mentioned na meron kayong mga, actually I read dun sa mga inyong data, figures po ninyo, but it wasn't specified. Mas maganda na tinanong ni Mr. Edwin na sa Cotabato City. Kasi mostly, yung mga nandito po na participants are from BARN. So kailangan din namin na baka pwedeng makategorize siya kasi you are saying na you need our help. So how can we establish a figures or data kung dito sa is, I'm not questioning your data gathering, pero mas maganda kasi kung extensive siya at maayos siya na yung data and figures is mag-akma doon sa media na kakausapin nyo. Kasi although may mga media na kung saan meron silang correspondence sila in different organization doon po sa Manila, ang kanilang base, pero mas maganda may ganito. Kasi dito, nabasa ko lang is about the Baileys, no? Sa question ni Sir, is Quezon City lang, Quezon City, so no Mindanao. Thank you very much.
Mas relevant po dito.
Ma'am, so thank you for your answer. Definitely po, kung kailangan niyo po ng specific data with regard to Cotabato City, no? This is something that we can get back to you. We don't have it right now, ma'am, but we can get it back to you kung interested po kayo to report it. Yung facts and figures po na sinegulation is an overall po kasi for the Philippine delegation po siya, kaya hindi siya specific to one area. But definitely, we can help the media kung meron po kayong certain questions na for data, andyan po si Rachel, andyan po si BP for Cotabato. So, we can get back to you on this one, no problem. Yung sa overcrowding, i-clarify ko lang, sir, no? So yung nabanggit ni Raida, ang approach talaga when it comes to addressing overcrowding, yung detention authorities po kasi talaga may responsibility dito, no? So you have PJMP, Bucor, fragmented kasi yung detention system ng Pilipinas. So what the ICRC does is we work with the detention authorities, the national authorities, even sa level ng DOJ, DILG, para ma-address yung causes and consequences ng overcrowding. Kasi ano to it's a matter of a whole system approach. So, yung dami po ng pumapasok na detainees, hindi po kaya i-absorb ng ating current detention facilities. So, kahit mag-build ka ng bagong jail, kung ang pumapasok po na detainees, kung ang justice system po natin ay hindi ganun kabilis, no? So, kailangan po talaga magtulong-tulong po yung otoridad to address this. At the same time, so meron pong ganung approach at the national level, meron din pong pinaprioritize yung ICRC na mga really overcrowded facilities. Now, in these facilities, maaari po kami magkaroon ng water project, no? Aayusin yung water supply, ayusin yung toilet, no? So, depende po sa prioritization. Pero hindi po kaya ni ICRC gawin lahat, no? Hindi po lahat ng areas na bibigyan po ng project na ito. Again, it's mainly the responsibility of the Philippine authorities and we can step in po kapag nakikita po namin na kailangan ng punta. Okay? Would you like to add anything here?
Morning po, GM, Legal Advisor. Just to add, I mean, regarding po yung on the overcrowding, just to give you an example. Because the Department of Justice has been working on trying to modify yung mga manuals for the Board of Pardons and Parole. They've been looking at what's the possibility to have parang humanitarian considerations, whether it's medical condition of the PDL or advanced age, you know, these kinds of things. And they were calling for comments and input from various organizations and stakeholders. And that's one of the places where ICRC is able to come in po. So we attended their workshop, we provided our comments, our suggestions based on our... Kasi rin po, I mean, that's the thing about ICRC. We're able to come in from the legal perspective, from the framework, but we also have operations on the ground. We visit places of detention. So we're able to bring that, offer it to them, and the hope po kasi is if we're able to have some kind of systemic, you know, very comprehensive, rules-based changes that could potentially affect all PDLs in the country. So that's another way po that we try to approach this concern. Thank you.
Thank you. Actually po yung context-specific ng facts and figures, nga po, last year meron na nag-request sa amin yan. So for that, we will get back to you on that. So yun po. Tapos, meron pa po bang tanong? Wala na po. Okay, so, I'm sorry. So, in case you don't have any questions, you can, or maybe if you have questions later, yun na po maisip, you can just park it and we'll get back on that. I will just play po muna this video, which summarizes